fans, welcome back to the Sixth Man Show Postgame Live, presented by Rock'em, presented by a big fat W over those dirty stinking Heat. Let's go. What's up? Oh man, fired up tonight. We needed this, boys and girls. We as a team, we as a fan base, we needed this, not just a win tonight, but to get a blowout win. Oh, beautiful. Just a beautiful night in the city. Beautiful. Magic win 105-87 over Miami. That's a big dub. Big dub. And we're almost healthy. Is it a coincidence? I think not. I'm pumped. I know you are too. Really pumped to talk about this game with you guys tonight. But first, the Sixth Man Show Postgame Live is presented by Rock'em. Rock'em is the world's largest sock store. They make socks, underwear for some of your favorite teams, like the Orlando Magic. I got to show you guys some of our socks that they have. Like, this is some of the stuff they do. Like, in honor of Franz coming back. You know, look at these Franz socks. They're pretty cool. Here's like the City Edition socks. Matching like the old City, which I've got right there, that little City Edition jersey. These are some fun. If you go back to the offseason, to Media Day, we had Bo Outlaw on the show, and they made some custom Bo Outlaw socks. Not available for sale, but a collector's item. Pretty cool. Another big thing that Rock'em does is custom socks. Okay? So, Magic logo on the front, custom Sixth Man Show on the back. Pretty cool. You can have it say whatever you want. It doesn't have to say. You could get Sixth Man Show socks if you wanted, but it could say something else, like I love Franz or whatever. And then these, of course, to match the classics that I'm wearing. I had to wear the Franz classic jersey tonight in honor of Franz returning. Some classic jersey socks with the Magic word mark on the front and the logo on the back. So sick. Love to see it. But when you shop at Rock'em.com, whether it's for Magic gear or NFL, NHL, college, whatever, be sure to use the code MAGIC20 at checkout. That'll get you 20% off of your order at Rock'em.com. And it says, hey, Rock'em, we love the Sixth Man Show, and helps the show out along the way. So big shout out to Rock'em for sponsoring the Sixth Man Show Postgame Live all season long. Chat, we won. What's going on, guys? Let's see here. What an interesting game, by the way. I know we're going to talk about it, but some guys played well that haven't been playing well lately, so that was big. And man, the defense tonight was incredible. Lots of play the song. You know what? Just we got to do it. We got to do it just to start the game, to the show off right. You know, you just got to play the song. Orlando Magic, Orlando Magic, Orlando Magic. Gonna get ya. Oh yeah, you better believe it. No one says set that spirit free. Ah. All right, guys, let's see. Michael says got them Heat. Got them. Big game tonight. Put you 2-1 on the season series. That's huge. Huge. Matthew says, lineups today were almost the same as the start of the season. Feels so weird, but good. Guys, we had the starting lineup together for the first time since the fourth game of the season in Utah. I believe that was 4, right? We played Houston, Portland, LA. Might have been the 5th game. Either way, 5th game of the season. Here we are. Tonight was game 43. How good is that? To finally have a starting lineup 40 games later, excuse me. Crazy. Luis Rosario says, play that song. You better believe it. Let's go. Didala says, it's almost as if being healthy is helpful to winning. Funny how that works, isn't it? Ha! Funny how that works. We just got to stay healthy. Schedule's about to brighten up. It's good stuff. Luis Rosario says, 22-point lead with 4:33 to go. Are you kidding me? Yeah, honestly, this score is flattering to Miami because we did not score a field goal after we dumped the bench. So it was actually not even an 18-point game. So very happy. Chris, I'm right here with you. Obviously, if you listen to Friday's show, you heard me say this. He says, I've been critical of Fultz, but he did play well tonight. I still wonder about his jump shot, but that's for another day. Great team win. So great having Franz back to play the friggin' song. Let's go. Yeah. I mean, Markelle was good tonight. I can't sit here and talk down about him on Friday and not talk up about him today because he was really good. You're right. The jump shot is a major question mark. Markel did not take any true jumpers tonight. And so we'll see. We'll see. But for tonight, yeah, tonight's not about that. He was terrific. Both ends of the ball. Both ends of the floor. Whatever. Nolan says, set that spirit free. Yes. Love that. Noel says, all right, I'm back in. That's funny. Rom says, now that's a legitimate starting five. Yeah. Funny how that works, huh? Funny how that works. Janine says, family took over the TV watching football. Thank goodness for the radio broadcast. Dominant win for our guys. Let's freaking go, Magic. Let's freaking go, Janine. Appreciate you. Let's see. Yeah, the only hero says, when I saw the starting lineup, it almost brought a tear to my eye. Love when we are fully healthy. Play that song. Yeah, isn't that? It's just amazing. I was surprised. Let's talk about that. I was surprised that was going to be the starting lineup. We knew, obviously, we heard late that Franz was coming back. I wasn't sure if he was going to be on some kind of minutes restriction or whatever. It doesn't surprise me that he started, but to return all the way to the original starting lineup from the beginning of the season, I just didn't expect it. I don't know why, but it wasn't a thought that was even in my mind. Maybe it's just because I'm so used to not having it for 40 games. That really surprised me when I saw that starting lineup. I was like, whoa. And it worked out really well. Worked out really well. Ryan says, I would like this lineup all season. Yeah. Let's see if we can keep him healthy. Matthew says, finally a great quality win. We can't get too excited because we have a difficult game tomorrow. Let's go Magic. Yeah, tomorrow is very difficult. That's the hottest team in basketball over there in Cleveland, who we'll be on a second night of back-to-back. They aren't. It's going to be a tough game, but we'll talk about that game later. Corey says, if they can only maintain their health to the playoffs, love this lineup. Yeah, absolutely. Health is everything. Health is everything. Daniel says, everybody were trashing and trading Kel. Love to see how y'all flipped. It's not that easy for me. One game doesn't do it for me. And regardless of again, we said we weren't going to talk about this. I'm not going to go into this too much, but I haven't flipped yet. Okay. Markel played a great game. No doubt about it. Oh, man. Didala says we needed it bad. Great defensive showing. It really, really was. Really was. JSCO says, welcome back, Franz. Franz was great tonight. Great. Steven says that third quarter was amazing. 79 of our 105 points from starters. Wow. Can't imagine the last time all 5 of our starters were in double figures. Yeah. Wait till you guys see the box score in a second when we show that. It's a work of art. It's a work of art. Wally World says, I swear Coach Mose should just have Jet stay at home and watch the game at this point. When was Jet Howard going to get into the game tonight, though? First off, love the profile pic. Tragic loss today by our Bucks, but valiant effort. When was Jet Howard going to play, though? You know, once this team is healthy, Jet Howard doesn't see the floor, if you ask me. I don't know. Shaw says, Franz is back. Gotta love German engineering. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. That's so funny. Do you believe in says, sing the song, producer Kevin. Oh, you heard it. You heard it. Yo Feed says the defense was on another level tonight. Yeah. We're also going to look at Miami's box score in a second because defense was elite tonight. It's funny how you get all your players back and now you're playing your style of basketball again, which, by the way, we can talk about Franz being back and Franz looking great on offense. Franz played terrific defense tonight. I mean, terrific defense for a guy that's been out for 2.5 weeks. Terrific defense. Don't sleep on Franz's defense. Don't do it. Don't do it. Nolan says, let's go Magic, and Bill's got to crush those dirty Death Star Chiefs. I haven't checked the score since earlier in the fourth quarter, but I know it was like a movie over there with all the... You had the Taylor Swift stuff, the Jason Kelsey stuff. All right, Chiefs are currently beating the Bills in the third quarter, so we'll have to keep an eye on that for sure. Oh, yeah. I got a lot of dancing, a lot of celebrating to the song in here. Love that. Oh, we have a couple super chats here. Let's take a look at these. Shahin says, the boys are back. Thank you so much for that super chat, Shahin. Appreciate that. The boys are absolutely back. And Shahin says, I have a 24-hour reminder for All-Star votes, F2G, meaning faithful to the grind. I have some news for you. All-Star voting is done. Over. It's Jover. Jover. If I got my dates right, I'm pretty sure it's Dunskies. So big shout out to all the Magic fans who did so much voting over the last several weeks. And we will find out, not this Thursday. This Thursday we'll find out the starters. Next Thursday we'll find out the reserves, which hopefully we will see Paolo on there. Would be great. Would be great. Steven says, burning my dinner trying to watch you, but it's worth it. Oh my gosh. I hope you don't burn your food, but if you have to, I'm glad you think it's worth it. Let me know what you're eating, by the way, Steven. I'm very curious. Oh goodness. You guys are funny. You guys are so funny. Yeah, Markel really is slithering the paint, Miguel. It's true. Wally says, set Jet Howard free. That's funny. Yeah, MK says Franz is an underrated defender. He really is. That's what I'm saying. You can't sleep on him as a defender. It's crazy how he's got like that wingspan and the size and the athleticism. It's good. Good. Eagle says the game Orlando needed to win tonight, and they did. I hope this is the start of better days ahead for Orlando. I really think it is. Eagle, I'm glad somebody noticed this. Thank you. This is the third game this season we've played them. I've done this every game, and I have not seen anyone mention this. Yeah, I'm being petty. It's like this here. It's like this in the title. It's like it'll be like this on the podcast title. I'm petty. Yeah, I love it. All lowercase heat. Let's go. Didalo says, is football also the reason the arena kind of felt empty and quiet tonight? It felt kind of low energy for a Heat game. I thought there were moments where it had some energy. Part of it is the Heat fans were so quiet all night. They had nothing to cheer for. So that it's always interesting when the Heat are in town, because you do have the Heat fans that are there and obviously the Magic fans. And so that kind of together, they kind of raise the intensity of the game because they go back and forth. But when the Heat fans are silent all night, it's a pretty good time. Love it. Oh, goodness. Oh, this is funny. Do you believe in displaying this? Bam, both hands, clearly shove Suggs to the ground. And the only three people who can't see it are paid to look. Okay, I want to talk about this. Not necessarily that, specifically that call. I texted this to Jonathan and Luke during the game. Nights like this are what make me really frustrated with the NBA. Because Friday night, the game was half as physical, and yet they were calling everything. Tonight, the game is super physical, and they're calling way less. Which, by the way, I believe favors the Orlando Magic on most nights. So I would prefer a night like this where we're allowed to be physical. Both teams are allowed to be physical. Versus a night like Friday where neither team was allowed to be physical. Especially the Magic, of course, against Embiid. Like the consistency or lack thereof in the NBA. It's the part that is the most frustrating for, I think, both players and fans and coaches. So, but yes, that was an odd play. It's just the lack of consistency is challenging. Jonathan says, touchdown in Orlando from the UK today. Amazing to arrive to a W. Checking out Jam Hot next weekend. Let's go. Hope you like spicy food. If not, of course, you can always get the no spice flavor, which is very good still at Jam Hot Chicken. But man, whatever spice level you like, take it down a notch, maybe two, because it is hot. Even the mild made me sweat. I'll put it that way. So good, though. I mean, so freaking good. I can't wait to go back. Oh, man. Janine says, how about the awesome Franz interview with JJ Redick on Old Man and the 3? Yeah, I actually haven't even finished that yet. Maybe I should do that tonight. Maybe I'll do it tonight. But yeah, that's really cool. Cool that JJ recognizes that Franz is one of the hymns in the NBA universe. Michael says, nice to see that starting five all played great. Go Magic. Hit that like button. Michael, that's a great idea. Folks, if you're watching this on YouTube, maybe you're live right now with us or watching this later on, please hit that like button. It helps out the show a lot, and it's free. One little click of your finger if you're watching on your phone, or one little tap of your mouse. Totally free. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't cost a dime. And it always helps out the show as well. Also good to remind you, if you're brand new, if you're just checking us out for the first time, we are the Sixth Man Show. We're an Orlando Magic podcast. We put out episodes every Monday and Thursday, and we have this live postgame show right here on YouTube after each and every Orlando Magic game. And of course, that does mean that right now, as we speak, Jonathan and Luke are recording the next episode of the Sixth Man Show, which will be out tomorrow morning, Monday morning. So obviously check that out tomorrow when you wake up. Maybe you're driving to work or on your way to school, or maybe you're at work sitting at your desk or whatever, at the gym. Obviously check out our new episode of the Sixth Man Show that'll be out tomorrow. Seth, oh yeah, he says flashbacks to the number one defense and the 9-game win streak. Yeah, there was a lot of similarities tonight to some of that, for sure. All right, I gotta skip ahead here. We are flying here. Matthew says protect the kingdom. Yes, we did. Steven says defense on Hero tonight was incredible. Facts. Jalen, AB, Cole a couple times. Like, yeah, very good, very, very good. Chris says, it's clear we're still figuring out the rotation. AB and Ingles first off the bench. Mo gets some run, then Caleb comes in the third. Not sure how it's going to go there. Yeah, I don't know if Caleb is every game type of player. I don't know. It's going to be interesting with him. No Goga tonight at all. Also interesting. How much of that is Goga's played a lot lately and coach wanted to give him a night off? Maybe. How much of that is we're going back to the original rotation at the beginning of the season where Goga didn't play? I think that's very possible. Which I think is going to be a very divisive topic amongst Magic fans. I think a lot of Magic fans believe that Goga Bitadze has earned the right to play, which I, can totally see that side. And then other Magic fans, I think, are going to be like, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And our bench unit was terrific earlier this season with Mo, J.I., Joe Ingles, Gary Harris, and Anthony Black. Oh, sorry, Cole Anthony. And sometimes Anthony Black. But yeah. Oh, man. Oh, I'm just so happy. I'm so happy. Gabe says, hey, let's go. Love that starting lineup. Facts. Time Lapse Marvel says, are you still worried about Markelle not shooting? 100%. I said at the top of the show. But the fact that Markelle played really well tonight is great. On both ends of the ball, by the way. Both ends of the floor. Terrific. Tonight is not the night where I'm going to sit here and pick apart Markelle Fultz. His performance, his outlook on the team, whatever. But I will say, no jump shot is terrifying. Terrifying. For the well-being of this team going forward. It's completely detrimental to the offense to have a guard out there who refuses to take a jump shot of any length, not just three-pointers. I'm talking mid-range too, because that's not happening either. But anyway, we'll take it. Didalis says Heat fan silence is golden. That is true. 100%. 100%. Oh, man, let's see. I'm going to have to, hold on. Rich says Tyus Jones had a great game tonight. I'll have to check that out. Ryan says, even the mild is spicy for me at Jam Hot. I'm telling you, it's hot, but it is good. It is good. All right, let's see here. Skipping down a little bit further, trying to get caught up. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, Michael says, no Ty, Mr. TV. Yeah, isn't that funny? Funny that he's become a household name here. Everyone recognizes when Ty isn't here. We miss him. We do miss him. Hope he's good. I'm sure he'll watch this later. He always does. If he misses a show, I know he always watches later. But anyway, guys, this game, before we look at the box score, a game you had to get. We talked about it on Friday. Had to get it. Not just for the standings. That's important. Not just for the head-to-head. That's really important. But just for the psyche of this team and honestly this fan base. Oh, man. Game you needed to win. And I was just so fired up when we heard that Franz was playing this evening. I knew it was a dub. Texted Jonathan Luke. Said, win incoming. Easy. And it actually was easy. I don't remember what my exact words were to him. What did I say? I'm going to find it. It's not going to be worth it. It's not even going to be that funny. But anyway. I said we're not losing this game. Yeah, we're not. And we didn't. So, fired up about that. A game you had to get. Again, first night of a back-to-back. Hold on. Let me think about this. The last time the Magic had a home back-to-back. I'm trying to remember if we had one earlier this season. I'm going to have to look at that. But either way, home back-to-back, whether it's a home back-to-back or whatever, regardless, you got to win the first one, especially in a game like this, because tomorrow's a tough game. And we're going to talk about tomorrow's game here in a little bit. Yeah, a game you had to get. And really, really fired up for how this team went out there and played. They played super well. Magic basketball. Oh, yeah, the home-and-home Toronto-Denver game. That was the home back-to-back I'm thinking of. The Magic swept that, by the way. The only other home back-to-back of the season so far. Magic sweep it. Just saying. There's precedence there. Love that. Mark Bird says the Magic are 17-11 when Anthony Black is in the lineup. It's true. It's true. Yeah, Dallas said post-game live needed a win too. That's facts. That is facts. Needed it bad. Destined for Greatness says AB looked good tonight. He looked really good. He looks really good. Time Lapse Marvel says, do you anticipate any moves by the deadline? Do you honestly think we need to make a move now or wait till the offseason? I mean, this is the tough part of the NBA season. 5 hours ago, I would have said we absolutely need a deal. Now I'm like, we probably need a deal, but I'm not as sold. You know, I think we do need a deal. I think at the end, I think we do need to make some kind of deal. I don't know if it'll happen or not. I don't know. Guys, let's take a look at the box score. Oh, look at this. How beautiful is this, guys? Look at this starting unit. Our bench has been terrific this season. But isn't it nice to not need them to be terrific in a game? You know? Like those starters combined for, let's see if I can do this quick math, 39, 49, 56, 67, 79 points from our starters. Sheesh. Beautiful. And how nice is it to see Paolo out there? Like, sure, it is fun as a fan of the Magic to have Paolo just go off. Right? That's fun. Like those games where he just took over, dropped 42, 43. That's fun. But it's not sustainable for any NBA player. Not that he can't score 40 a night, but the usage rate, which Dave Steele talked about tonight, it was just not sustainable. Not sustainable for a second-year player over the course of 82 games. It's just not sustainable. So, how great was it tonight? Just a breath of fresh air that Paolo didn't have to do it all. And he still went out there and dropped a double-double, 20 and 10, on an efficient 7 of 14 and 3 of 5 from 3. How did he do that? Because Franz was back. And how about this? Not playing in 2.5 weeks, and Franz played basically 28 minutes tonight. That's huge. Did not expect that at all. Very efficient, 19 points for Franz, 6 of 13 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, hit all 5 of his free throws, 2 boards, 5 assists, 0 turnovers for Franz. Welcome back, Franz Wagner. We already mentioned Paolo, terrific night, double-double, 20 and 10 for him, as well as 2 assists and only 2 turnovers. So 2 turnovers combined for Paolo and Franz. Almost a W every time. Terrific. Wendell Carter Jr., another terrific night for him. He has been so good since he's come back the second time from his injury. 17 points for him on 7-11 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 9 boards, 2 assists, a steal. Love it. Jalen, obviously defensive end, terrific as always, but man, on Tyler Hero was unbelievable, was an absolute menace. Only gets credit with 1 steal, but how many others did he create? How many others did he almost have deflecting the ball out of bounds? I'm curious how many deflections he had, and really the whole team tonight. They were everywhere. Obviously, doesn't shoot the ball the best tonight, but hits both of his free throws, 4 boards, an assist, a steal. Good stuff from Jalen. And then Markelle, we already talked about him a lot, but Markelle was really good tonight. Really good. Great job of getting to the rim easily, whether it's for himself or finding others on the kick out. Ends up with 12 points on 6 of 8 shooting. Didn't take a 3. 1 rebound, 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 2 turnovers. Yeah, he'll take it. Always take that from Markelle. The bench unit, silent tonight, which, again, isn't always a bad thing. Like, it's great to have the bench play well when they do, but on a night like tonight where the starters play so well, you don't have to. AB, I thought was great. We already talked about him. 6 points. 1 of 2 from 3-point line. 1 of 2 the free throw line. Thought it was good. Joe Ingles, quite literally invisible. Didn't score. 3 boards, 3 assists. Had 3 turnovers. A couple of them were really bad. Mo Wagner, pretty quiet night tonight for him. About 8 points, 4 boards. Jonathan Isaac, man, what an impact player he is. I know we say it just about every game now, but man, he is just instant impact. Played just about 14 minutes tonight, which is great. Except I'm curious if he'll play tomorrow. We'll see. Cole Anthony. Yeah. Has not bounced back yet. 5 points for him, 2 of 6 from the field. Did get 6 boards, which you love to see, but 3 turnovers in 16 minutes. Don't love to see that. Caleb, Chuma, Trevlin, Jet Howard all came in for the last 3:01. Sorry, Caleb came in earlier in the game, but the rest of the guys, last 3:01, did not. That whole basically third unit did not score a field goal in the last 3:01, which again, kind of flat. That made the final score flatter Miami because it was not that close. It's not that close, but their scrubs outscored ours. So looking at some of these team stats here, look at the points in the paint. Whew. 50. Oh, wait, hold on. No, sorry. I promised we'd look at some of these Miami numbers because, wow. The defense here was crazy. Jimmy Butler, shot the ball well, but only took 10 shots. 15 points for him, 4 boards, only played 29 minutes. That was an odd situation there. Then you look at Bam. Bam was good, but he had to earn everything. 22 points for him. And honestly, that field goal percentage isn't great by his standards. And then Tyler Hero, Jalen Suggs just ate his lunch today. 12 points, 4 of 14 from the field. Crazy. And their bench unit didn't do anything. So big shout out to Magic defense. It was terrific. As I was saying earlier, points in the paint, Magic 54 points in the paint tonight. Terrific. Only 36 for the Heat. Heat shot a ton of threes, shot the 3 ball decently well tonight. But yeah, 36 points in the paint for them. Magic's biggest lead was 24 tonight. Bench points, we already talked about this. Very quiet by the Magic standards for the bench. 26 points for the Magic bench. Magic did really well turning the ball over until basically, I don't know, maybe it was the fourth quarter or so. End up with 14 turnovers, which don't love to see that. But the Magic, look at the difference here. Both teams with 14 turnovers. The Magic destroyed the Heat on points off turnovers. 29 points off of turnovers for the Magic compared to 15 for the Heat. Just terrific. Just terrific for the Magic. Really, really happy with how they did that. Look at these shooting stats here. You hold the Heat to 37% from the field for the night. Wow. 32% from 3. They cooled off in the second half. They were shooting pretty well in the first. They do go 15 of 18 from the free throw line, but the Magic shot 10 more free throws, so they made 22, which is, they shoot 78% from the free throw line. Better than they started, because the Magic started pretty poorly from the free throw line, but they caught fire there down the stretch. You out-rebound the Heat. Magic get 21 assists on 37 field goals. That's pretty good. 4 blocks. Wow, the Heat ended up with more steals. That's interesting. That's really surprising to me, actually. How about this? How about this discrepancy, guys? NBA.com says it's 14 to 14 on turnovers, but ESPN says the Heat had 18 turnovers and the Magic had 14. I don't know what's right. I'm not sure. 18 feels like a lot, but maybe it was. I don't know. So yeah, obviously the Magic had the biggest lead of the night at 24. Love that. Chat, let's hear some more thoughts from you here. Semi says, as a Maryland native who moved to Orlando, I ride or die with Markelle. Love that. DMV, stand up. He also says, Minister of Defense, put them in a casket. Facts. Axis, you're right. Cole was everywhere on defense, though. He was very active on defense. Cole's an interesting guy because sometimes teams tend to pick him apart defensively, put a bigger guy or stronger guy on him as far as, posting him up or whatever. But one thing Cole does give you, he's very active. All the Magic guards are. The shorter, smaller guards, very active guys. Markelle, Jalen, Cole. Good stuff. Soul Train says, Jalen Suggs is the reason why I'm patient with rookies or second-year guys. It's a good outlook to have, Soul Train. Really, really is. Really. Do you believe it? Says, haha, Heat's only bragging rights, our scrubs outscored yours. Yeah. Right now, they do still have bragging rights, though. They are 2-1 against the Magic this season, including a game without Jimmy Butler. So, yeah, Magic still have a little bit of work to do to get some bragging rights here. Before we look at the other scores around the league, which, by the way, some interesting scores tonight we got to talk about. But before we do that, let me show you some Rock'em stuff here. Obviously, you got the Magic Win socks, the pizza socks. Always love that. Use code MAGICWIN tomorrow at Papa John's online for 50% off your order. And the pizza socks, if you haven't seen these yet, these are insane. Rock'em are crazy. Like, these guys are awesome. They put a QR code on these socks that you can scan when the Magic win. It'll take you to the Papa John's website where you can order online and use that code MAGICWIN. Isn't that so clever? Love that. Look at this next pair of socks I'm going to show you guys. This is the kind of stuff that Rock'em does. Like, they find crazy little stories or things that are going viral, and they turn them into socks or underwear. And look at this. The Stanley Cups. They have Stanley Cup tumblers. The Starbucks one, the pink one, and obviously that cracked me up when I saw this. So funny. So funny. Another thing I haven't really talked about with Rock'em yet is they have like normal socks. Like, if you just need some socks, some really nice premium socks that aren't, outlandish and branded and all that kind of stuff, Rock'em sells it. They have these cotton casuals, which is a cool line, and they have these performance socks here as well, where they got the low cuts or the crew or the quarters. So definitely check them out if you're looking for some nice premium socks that'll last you a long time. And the last one I want to show you, I just picked some random pop culture reference. I picked Batman. Look at some of these. Look at these comic Batman ones are over here where it looks like you're wearing the bat suit. That's insane. You like Batman? Cool. You like the evil villains? Yeah, they got those too. The Riddler's over here. I don't know. There's just some really cool stuff at Rock'em.com. If you've never been to their website, I promise you will find something that works for you, that you enjoy. So just check them out and use that code MAGIC20 when you do. It'll get you 20% off your order. Like I said, with not just Magic fans, like any other person in your life, I promise you there's something on Rock'em that they will enjoy. Okay, it's really cool. They're the best. So we're pumped to be with them this season. All right, let's go back to our other screen here and talk about some of these scores. There's a lot of interesting stuff. Really quick, Semi says, make sure y'all like and sub if you're not subbed. Hashtag 6man. Thank you, Semi. I appreciate that. Definitely do that. Like and sub if you have not already. Interesting scores here. Nuggets beat the Wizards. That's not a surprise. The Clippers, look at this. The Nets were all over them. And the Clippers outscored them 41-15 in the fourth quarter to win. Are you kidding me? Crazy. This is the game I'm really interested in, though. Pacers, Suns. Suns currently beating the Pacers. Pacers obviously are very interesting because they just made this deal, getting Pascal Siakam, which, by the way, interesting that talking about them. Celtics, Rockets, close game. But going back to the Pacers here, obviously adding Pascal Siakam, huge deal. Let's see what he's doing tonight. He's got 9 points, 13 minutes. Okay. I'm just so interested to see what this team does right now. Because, why? Because of this. Here are the standings. I'm going to refresh this, make sure it's up to date. Magic are now a game and a half behind the Indiana Pacers. Only a game behind the Miami Heat. Love to see that. So you're now 3.5 behind the Cavaliers, who you play tomorrow. Yeah, it's we've talked about this a couple of times on this show, but like, I think this 4 through 8 race is just going to just be a mishmash for the next February, March, April, 3 months. I think teams are just going to be moving all around. I think Cleveland is really good. I don't think they're 7 in a row good, right? Like 10 games over 500, that's a lot. I don't know if they're that good. I also don't think the Magic are, what is it, 3.5 games back? Okay, maybe 3.5 games isn't that crazy at the end of the season to be behind the Cavs. I think it's reasonable. But regardless, what I'm saying is those spots 4 through 8, I think are going to be this tight the rest of the way. I really do. So games like today against another team in this bracket and a game like tomorrow against another team in this bracket are huge. Not just for the standings, because it's a one full game implications there, right? If we beat the Cavs tomorrow, we gain a whole game on them. If we lose tomorrow, we lose a whole game on them. So it's huge. But not only that, but for the tiebreaker. Obviously, the Magic are 1-1 against the Cavs right now this season. So to win tomorrow and take the lead in that series would be huge. Would be huge. Yeah, Arto says 22-0 run in the last 6 minutes. I think you're talking about the Nets-Clippers game. Yeah, crazy. Michael Martin gives an update on the football score. We're definitely about to go check that out in just a moment, for sure. Yeah, Janine, Tyrese Halliburton is not back yet. Not back. Says Magic are better than, Pacers and Knicks, and dare I say Cavs. We will be back up. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Michael says Bulls are creeping up. It's true. They are. I knew they were way better on paper than they have been, but do you believe in, says, tell me a scenario where we are 6th in a month. Well, this is a good way to end it. Let's take a look here. 6th? Oh, I think we can be 6 easily. 1.5 games. Indiana's about in the middle of this very difficult stretch of games for them. Let's look at this really fast. I know I'm going long, but whatever. They've got a really tough stretch here. Phoenix, Denver, Philadelphia, Phoenix this week. Sheesh, that's crazy. They'll be lucky to win a game. They will. If Tyrese Halliburton was playing, that's different. I don't know when he's coming back. But Phoenix, Denver, Philly, Phoenix, that's crazy. Then after you play Memphis, you got Boston, New York, Sacramento. That's a tough stretch for them. I think you can absolutely pass them over these next couple weeks. Then Miami, I mean, if they play like we saw tonight, obviously they won't, but they have, after Memphis, they've got Boston, New York, Phoenix, Sacramento. I think we can absolutely be up there in a week. Because just a reminder of who the Magic are getting ready to play. Yeah, it's not easy. Tomorrow you got Cleveland. But then it's Memphis. You got to beat Memphis. Phoenix is tough, but you can beat Phoenix. I really believe that. Almost did in Phoenix. Then you have another road trip, because why not? But it's a lot of winnable games. Dallas, you can beat Dallas. San Antonio, you have to beat San Antonio. Minnesota is Minnesota. That's a tough game. Detroit, you have to beat Detroit. And then I think you can beat Miami on the road. And then you got San Antonio again. I don't know, guys. Man, I cannot wait till... look at this stretch right here. Detroit, Miami, San Antonio, Chicago. 3-1, anybody? Please? Maybe? OKC, New York, that's a tough back-to-back. But then we're starting to get in the promised land over here. Some really good games here. Detroit, Atlanta, Brooklyn, Utah's tough right now, but Detroit, Charlotte, Washington... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think you can go 6-1 there. Easy. Just saying. I think it's very possible, guys. I think 6 is right around the corner. I really do. We're healthy. And this schedule is about to open up really nice. Really nice. So anyway. All right, guys. I think it's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's been a lot of fun. Again, reminder, tomorrow, brand new episode of the Sixth Man Show will be out. Right now, Jonathan and Luke, as we speak, are recording that. It's going to be a fun one. Obviously, always good to recap a win over Miami. We'll be back again tomorrow. We already talked about it. Huge game. Home back-to-back. Always love those. Playing the Cleveland Cavaliers tomorrow, which means I'll be right back here tomorrow after that game. Win, lose, draw, rain, snow, sleet, doesn't matter. We'll be here recapping that game for you guys. Hope you all have a wonderful night. Again, tune in to the Sixth Man Show tomorrow. It'll be a fun one. But see you tomorrow. Let's go Magic.